Saturday, November, I don't know, 3rd or something, 2nd or 3rd, one of those. And there's a couple of videos that have just come out that I wanted to talk about. One of them was the currency war simulation video with Jim Rickards. And kind of in conjunction with that, I want to talk about the National Inflation Association's video titled "The First 12 Hours During a Dollar Collapse." Now, there's a couple of similarities between these two videos that I think are very important for everybody to understand. When this dollar collapse hits, I would say 80 to 90%, maybe even more, of the population are not going to understand what's happening to their currency. A lot of people look at all of the problems that we're having as being economic in nature. They are, but they stem from a corrupt, criminal monetary system. I've said it 100 times in all of my videos. As long as the private central bank, the Federal Reserve, has a monopoly on the creation of the notes, and there's never any currency that's issued to pay the interest, we will always be debt slaves to this private bank. And that's why we need Treasury-issued, debt-free notes issued directly to the public, and that way we don't have to cut Medicare. We don't have to cut Social Security. The Federal Reserve notes can be retired by spending and putting out there these new Treasury notes. But at the same time, we have to get rid of the fractional reserve banking model and reinstate Glass-Steagall. But anyways, within these two videos, you have two things. You've got China that is going to back their currency with yuan. They're no longer going to be buying U.S. Treasuries. In fact, I think they've already stopped. And what they're doing is they are buying U.S. Treasuries from other countries that hold them. They're buying up other countries who hold U.S. Treasuries and exchanging them for yuan or renminbi. Now, this yuan or renminbi is going to be backed by gold. That announcement will come, like they say, probably around the time that Ben Bernanke threatens a QE4 or even more quantitative easing at some point. That'll be the initial, set it off mark. The trigger is going to be when OPEC stops accepting dollars for their oil. The only thing that I would disagree with the National Inflation Association video is that I don't think that they are going to accept euros alongside renminbi or gold. I think they're going to strictly want yuan or gold and silver. This is a collapse of paper currencies. If the currencies aren't directly exchangeable to the government for gold, there's not going to be any faith in them. The other thing that I don't really agree with on the National Inflation Association video is how fast store shelves are going to be emptied. I do think that could pose a problem. I do think that people are going to want to spend what dollars they can get a hold of, and spend those before this inflation hits. But I think the majority of the population is not going to understand what's going on until prices have gained at least 50 to 80%. Once we see a doubling of basic necessity prices, your food, milk, fuel, the big one is going to be fuel, that's when they're going to wake up and really start to examine what's going on. and God only knows what the mainstream media is going to be pushing out there is truth of what's going on. We got the election coming up Tuesday. I don't think there's going to be a winner. I don't think there's going to be a definitive winner. I think what they're going to do is make it look like Obama was going to win, but they want to make it look like Mitt Romney is trying to steal the election. And I think that they're going to use whatever the announcement is to smash the price of silver. It probably will go below $30 an ounce. So, we've seen a good smackdown of silver because of the non-farm payroll numbers that were released on Friday. They dropped silver down to just under 31. So you've got all weekend to get into your coin shop. Well, if they're open tomorrow. Most of my guys are only open today. And if I had any money, I'd buy a couple of ounces. But I'd be holding off because they may use any announcements in the election to just absolutely smash down the price of silver. There's no restrictions on it anymore. They dumped almost 200 million ounces of paper silver onto the market on Friday. And there's no restraints. There's no CFTC. They might as well not exist. In Dodd-Frank, they had the 10% position limit. Well, that was thrown out by a federal court judge. There's no rules in these markets. It's print as much money as the Fed can get away with and buy up as much crap as they can. The only way to protect yourself against this dollar collapse is to start buying tangible assets. The easiest thing to get a hold of is gold and silver coin. Go down to your local shops to do that. And also have the idea in mind that you want to have some kind of production of either food, fuel, or electricity there on your own property, and have some way of trading that, setting up a barter system. We've got so many people talking about how much guns and ammo they're going to buy. If we've got some kind of tangible assets that we can use to set up a barter system, the chances of us going into a hot civil war are much less, because when you don't have anything else to trade but bullets, well, that's what's going to fly, unfortunately. So as much as food, water, and protection for your family is important, don't be looking at your weapons as an offensive way to get what you need. That's going to spell massive disasters for us. So that's all for now. We'll do another update tomorrow, or more than likely Monday. You could add Citigroup to who we're going to crash by buying silver. All right.